then the rocket fuel is being produced and shipped up to the generators on the top floor. When we get enough materials of raw materials to make more rocket fuel than we are, we'll reduce our turbo fuel output and increase our rocket fuel output, which will eventually allow us to get up to about 500,000 megawatt output at this facility alone. And here is our generator floor. It is quite the sight, honestly. All right, we'll get up here so you can really get the full view of it. And there it is. Triple redundant pipeline system. This is my standard item distribution system in use. You'll see one pipeline layer. That's distributing all the rocket fuel that's pumped up from the layer below. And we're not utilizing all the rocket fuel. I believe I can double the number of generators currently running safely and not run out. Mathematically, I believe it works out that I could double the output of this plant right now. I just have to build another floor on and put the new generators down and run the pipeline. And that's it. And it would be doubled. We're producing enough rocket fuel that I believe we actually could handle the increased demand. And at this point, I'm gonna say that's gonna be a sidetrack to double the output as for when we need it. Because right now we're only using about 20k power. We're producing 80, and we're gonna be tearing down the old factories after we get their replacements built. So we should be good for a while. But yeah, I'm real happy with how all this has turned out. I'm happy with how clean and neat it is. And, you tried to find a suitable deck layout and can't find decent. Yeah, that's one of the things they were talking about on the dev streams for the console version of this. Is they're finding it tricky because Satisfactory uses a lot of keys, and they're finding it tricky to figure out how to make sense of accessing various aspects of the game with such a limited number of buttons. They have a third party who's doing the conversion for them. So here she is, though. Let's just go ahead and take a couple of photos. Yeah, but see, Minecraft drives me nuts. They have too many things acted by the same buttons when you're using a keyboard and mouse. You know? So I've always hated that about games that prioritize controllers first, because I'm on a PC. I don't need to use 6 buttons. I want to use 26 buttons. I have 101 keys on my keyboard. Let's utilize a quarter of them to play this game, huh? How about that? So I'm a fan of the control system in Satisfactory as is. Like, I get that it sucks and it's going to be hard for, go back to controllers, but I don't use controllers. I'm a PC gamer. I want to play with a keyboard and mouse. You've never played Minecraft on PC? Oh. Satisfactory Lover, Minecraft is actually the primary game I used to stream only. And then I've delved into RimWorld, Satisfactory, No Man's Sky. But I still play Minecraft a lot. I'm just on a break because I'm so obsessed with this. I'm hoping that RimWorld comes out with another update soon. You like a split left-right keyboard? I like a classic keyboard. Hey, Fluff's little PogChamp. Yeah, oh, I love RimWorld. It's so my top 4 PC games at this point that I will always, they're my go-to games, is RimWorld, Satisfactory, Minecraft, and No Man's Sky. These are the games I've streamed. They are, whenever I need to change things up, I go to one of those games. Rarely has a new game come out that's really grabbed my attention for all that long. And RimWorld is just such an amazing game. And it's something I'll go back to over and over again. And we've had a lot of fun with it on the channel. Like, we did the Twitch integration stuff, and it, you know, allowed for some fun storytelling of chat hooking up with each other, and it was just good times. I don't think I'm at my exit, am I? No, I guess I am. It just doesn't look like it. No, that is not the exit. That is, there's no way out here. Oh, I see. I'm off by 1. There we go. Let's get back to work. Everything should be configured for me to go back, so we're just gonna jump right in. The split left right with the curve to it. Yeah, I used to use the Logitech Wave keyboard. It was an ergonomic flat keyboard, but it was just a little bit of a dip where your fingers are longer, and it was really nice. But I'm now using a standard flat mechanical keyboard, and this thing is so amazing. I've never spent more money on a keyboard, and I felt like an idiot doing it. But as soon as I used it, I did not regret it one bit. Sickness, how the hell are you? Welcome in, dude. So, all right, we're heading back. I get back to connecting up the last 2 sections of the distribution system. And then we're gonna start building things. Which keyboard? I am running. Well, hang on. I gotta look it up. It's a Corsair keyboard, and the big reason I chose it was because it's quiet mechanical keys, and it has Elgato Stream Deck macro integration. Because apparently at some point Corsair bought Elgato. I didn't realize this. And they built the Stream Deck software compatibility into these keys on the keyboard, which is awesome, and I use them all the time now. Let me pull up my IQ software. I'll tell you what model it is. And this thing was truly stupidly expensive. And I do mean truly stupid expensive. It's a K100 RGB is what it is. I got it from Best Buy when I bought it. Let me see. Let me see. I know it's the price I think has gone up on it, but Black Friday it might get cheaper. So oh shit, yeah. It's on big sale right now. It's actually cheaper right now than it was when I bought it. There's going to be a massive link I'm throwing in chat. Because, you know, God forbid these things be in shareable links. Yeah, I don't see a share link or anything. But it's currently $80 off on Best Buy. That is the keyboard I have, and I love it. I have never used a keyboard with such a subtle touch to activate the keys. Like, I will rest my fingers on the home row, and without realizing it, I am holding down the A button. or the J button, or like one finger will rest a little too heavy. And without realizing it, it'll just, I'm activating a key. It's that sensitive, it's that smooth, and it's so nice. It really is. I love this keyboard. This is about $20 cheaper than when I bought it. So it's on sale for a really good deal right now for Black Friday. So I would highly recommend it for anyone who doesn't have it. Not an ad, by the way. I am not getting anything from Corsair for that. The knobby thing on the left, it's a volume slide, or no, it's profile controls, I guess is what it is. It's their IQ button. It opens up their proprietary software, which is meh. But I don't use those buttons really. I use the G keys on the side. Those are the Stream Deck integrated keys. So when I say I'm going to be right back, I'm hitting one of those G keys and doing this. So like that's all Stream Deck integrated stuff, and that's all with one press of a button on my keyboard. I don't use my actual Stream Deck all that much anymore. It's all my primary actions are right there on my keyboard, which is a lovely thing. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this keyboard. And the last keyboard I had, I'd spilled something on it, and it shorted it out. That's why I had to replace it. Or no, actually, that wasn't even it. Some of the keys just started to not work, and then I spilled something on it. So I needed to replace it. I bought a cheaper keyboard, and it was so horrible, I took it back immediately, and ended up canceling stream one night and drove an hour and a half to get to the nearest Best Buy that had one of these in stock and picked it up and was immediately happy with it. Nope. There. 100? Oh, that's rookie numbers. So, Twig, have you been watching much of that RimWorld thing you posted about the hot potato game? I tuned in briefly to somebody this morning and ended up tuning out because he did as a reward playing Getting Over It instead of playing RimWorld for a while, which to me was fucking not the point of the event. And I tuned right out because I did not want to watch. I hate Getting Over It with a fucking passion. So I don't even want to watch somebody play that game. So it was very, like, I immediately was like, nope, fuck this. And I didn't go back to it the rest of the day. I'll have to check it out more, though. Because it looked like the save he was in didn't really have much going on in it yet. But I don't know what their starting conditions were either. Like, I assume if somebody loses the world, they just have to start a new one and then pass it along. Is that what happens? Yeah, that's what I'm noticing. The donor rewards kind of are counterintuitive to the event. Yes, 23, I knew that. That was something I learned while watching Phil Carnage play the game. You know, after having played the game for 1,500 hours, I learned that. So that was a fun moment for me, yeah. But I've been teaching people that ever since. And of course, once you get the gun, you just shoot them from a distance. You don't have to worry about it. Oh. We're getting there. Come on. Getting laggy. Oh, it's because the autosave. I turned off Steam Cloud, which has helped with the autosave process. It has not stopped the crashes. Which oh, it just autosaves, so we don't need to save it manually. I had all this connected at one point, and a crash made me lose all the progress. That's when I gave up and came back later. Stuff happens, but it depends on the streamer and how many donos they get. There's a mix of big and small streamers, so some get fewer donations and disrupt gameplay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And are they all sharing the same donos then? Like, is it the same list of rewards no matter what channel? Yeah, to me, that's what all the donos rewards should have been, right? Like, big donos should get you naming a pawn and things like that. Because switching to a different game entirely, they set their own goals. Gotcha. Like, setting goals that have you play an entirely different game, that's not why I'm there. And that just makes me not want to watch. Like, I think that's a terrible idea. I love the concept of a hot potato RimWorld game, though, where you just pass over your colony to the next person and they continue it. I think that's a great idea. Excuse me. Excuse me again. When they passed out the stage to the next person, they were right low on food. The guy after had a pyro go on a mental break and set fire to the stash of the mortar shells. Boom. Oh. So when everything went boom, did they have to restart? Or did they still have enough pawns to keep that colony going? Like, that's what I'm wondering is what happens if there's a total wipe? $500% threat, no pause? Oh, God. That's a bit much for me. Enough pawns to keep going? Gotcha. I knew I know this section to connect. There we go. Once we get past this, we're going to start doing the satisfying stuff of actually producing things. I know, weird, right? Oh, the game. Damn it. I've been doing that a lot tonight, connecting to the wrong point. We're starting to get laggy with this stuff. It's just too much on screen at once, I think. Luckily, other than connecting the main system here, everything else is just blueprints. Ugh. The more I listen to music, the more I want to play Persona 5. Which we could. I'm just saying. I'm not going to right now. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. Of course, I moved the wrong thing on my desk. The puppies got up. They were being ridiculously cute, and I was trying to get the dog camera moved, but it was buried under stuff. And now they've both moved, so... Oh, well. Hi, guys. Yeah, you're being very good. The twins were laying against each other. RimWorld, I think, should work on the Steam Deck. I do believe it does. It's definitely not graphic intensive. And it's super in-depth. Yeah, it's a 2D top-down game, but you know what? And I need eye candy for most games, but RimWorld is just so fucking good that the graphics do not matter at all. And they've actually got a bit of a charm to them because they're, you know, they just have that little bit. Yeah, it's like Oxygen Not Included, but not the same. It's actually closer to Prison Architect. What's impressive about RimWorld is it was, when it launched, is literally a developer of one. He now has a team working for him, but you couldn't get into it. Yeah, I didn't look at it seriously because I've got RimWorld. I don't need it. But I just don't care for the concept either. Yeah, I understand, Ferrum. That's why the biggest reason I haven't played Factorio is I haven't wanted to get into that graphic set. Speaking of, did you guys see the post in the PAL World, the update from PAL World for what's coming next year? The PAL World part of our Discord had I pull in announcements from their Discord server, and 2044 isn't finished yet for PAL World, and we have some exciting news about the next update coming very soon. But first, we want to tell you about something happening in 2025. Palworld is teaming up with Terraria. I don't know what this is going to mean, but I'm very curious. Can you melt another GPU? I know, right? I do want to go back and play more Palworld at some point. I did like the game a lot. Ooh, I think we're all the way around. I did like the game a lot, but they need to up that building system a lot. No, that's a real announcement. Yeah. That is from the Palworld official Discord. That is a real thing. I have no idea what they're going to do with combining with Terraria. But I'm here for it. Whatever it is, you know. All right, 23, have a good night. We'll catch you soon. Because we ran a Palworld server for a while, and we had a lot of fun with it. And I got to go back to Conan Exiles at some point, too, because they did a huge update and changed thralls there. And I really want to check that out. Hold on, my ear itches. Oh. Okay, that's better. All right, so I think we're all the way around. Yeah. We're all connected. New York telephone. So here's what's crazy, folks. We can now start deploying production lines. For example, let us make some iron plates. Got to watch a tutorial vid? All right. Be back shortly. Enjoy your tutorial. I love Fairy Tales music so much. I'm honestly disappointed with the 100 Years Quest theme song because it's so not as good as all the other Fairy Tale music is. All right, so we need to come down here and find our iron. Check. Bring this up. That's the output. This is input. There we are. Power is in the floor. Hook it to here. And these are all powered up. I'm just going to double redundantly hook in power.